What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1988 movie Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. So in this movie, a young woman named Tina Shepard and her mom, Amanda, go back to their house on Camp Crystal Lake years after Tina had accidentally killed her dad after she saw him abusing her mom and everything, and she's going through therapy trying to because of her guilt and stuff, and she's got these telekinetic powers like Carrie, and she's trying to learn how to control them and stuff. And so her and her doctor and her mom go out there to spend some time and stuff out there. And one night Tina, after getting upset, accidentally unleashes Jason from the water of Camp Crystal Lake, and he begins to kill all the teenagers that live around in that area, and it's up to Tina to stop him. So this is pretty much Carrie versus Jason, if you really want to think about it. It's not Carrie White. But this movie came out, I think, in '88, and they were really wanting to do a Freddy vs. Jason movie back then, but they couldn't make a rights agreement to do it, so they decided to go with having him face off against a girl that's like Carrie instead. And I like that they did try to do something different with it and everything, while also keeping it the same at the same time, if that makes sense. But this is one of those movies that I know a lot of people either love it or hate it, and I'm not really one that loves it or hates it. I think it's just okay. When I first saw it, I didn't like it at all, but every time I rewatch it, it grows on me a little bit. So I think I do like this one a lot more than I did when I saw it, when I watched it for the first time in years, a couple years ago. Because I did see it as a kid, but I didn't remember it very well. Because it was one of the ones I only saw once as a kid and everything. But there are some things I like about it and some things I don't like. I think Tina is a pretty good character and stuff, and a good final girl, and she gives Jason a really good fight with her powers and stuff. I love that and everything. But at the same time, I kind of don't like Tina. She kind of gets on my nerves because she whines through the whole movie, and she's really whiny, and I get it because of why the character being the way she is and all the stuff she's going through. I can understand it, but it just still annoys me a little bit, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I think that Lara Park Lincoln does a good job playing her. She's not really bad in the role or anything. It's just the character is kind of annoying at times to me. And her mom, Susan Blue, is pretty good, although her acting is a little over the top too and everything. She overacts a little bit, but she's fine. And Terry Kaiser as Dr. Cruz is one of the most unlikable characters in the franchise. There's just something about him that gets on my nerves and everything. He likes to take advantage of Tina, and the only reason he agreed to let her come out to the lake and stuff instead of keeping her in the hospital is he wanted to pretty much see her use her powers and it's an experiment pretty much and everything. But he's really unlikable and everything, and when he gets his kill, it's pretty good. And as for the kills in this movie, some of them are really good, but a lot of them we don't really get to see how good they are until we get to see like the aftermath of it. But it doesn't bother me as bad when I rewatch it this time. Like I mean, if you think about the first Halloween, you didn't really see a lot of gore and stuff in it, and you didn't really see a lot of the brutality until after the characters were killed, and you kind of see their bodies in the aftermath and stuff. And this movie does that a lot because of the MPAA. It's not near as butchered as, say, 2 and 5 are, but you could tell that they still did have a lot of stuff butchered and everything. But the kills are alright in here. One of the most memorable kills, though, in the franchise is in this one, when Jason just picks up the girl in the sleeping bag and slams her into a tree. Really awesome kill. That's one thing about this movie that I completely agree with everybody on, is that that's one of the best kills in the franchise. Just something really cool about him swinging her into the tree like that and everything. It just shows how brutal and strong Jason is and everything. And Kane Hodder is really great as Jason. I've always liked him as Jason, even though he plays him in some of my least favorite movies in the franchise. I think he's always been great in here, and I forgot how brutal he was in this movie and everything. He's really good in here and everything as Jason. So we got a really great Jason portrayal once again as well. And everything. Most of the side characters are really kind of forgettable and just there to be killed off, like some of the earlier entries in the franchise that don't have like a lot of the likable characters and stuff, like 4 and 6 did, but they're okay, except for Melissa. She's really annoying. She's just that stuck-up girl, that stereotypical teenage girl that wants to make everybody miserable and stuff, like you see on Disney Channel stuff. She just gets on my nerves. She's like an R-rated version of a Disney Channel villain and everything. She just really is annoying too. And I love the makeup effects on Jason as well. Like they did a really great job on him, his makeup effects. I think this is, out of the ones with zombie Jason and stuff, I think this is the one where he looks the best and everything. They put so much detail into his makeup and stuff, and he looks really, really disgusting at times and everything, but also at the same time he looks really cool. And I just love the way he looks in this movie. So I thought that was awesome too. I think it's one of his best looks in the franchise, so I had to mention that too. But yeah, all in all, I think Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, is a pretty just mediocre movie. It has its fun moments. Like I said, some of the kills are fun and stuff, but some of them are forgettable too. But I forgot how good some of them are, though. And it's not my most favorite in the franchise. It never has been, and probably never will be. It's always probably going to be one of my least favorites, but I do think it gets a little bit better every time I rewatch it. I enjoy it a little bit more and everything. It just isn't one of my most favorites, so I'd say I'd give Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, a 7 out of 10. It's a fun movie, but it's not one of the most rewatchable ones, but it's definitely not an absolutely terrible movie either. It just is one that I feel is mediocre, and with having the Carrie versus Jason premise, you would think that it could have stood out a lot better. I think if Tina would have been done a little bit better and stuff, I would have liked the movie a lot more. But I will admit, though, that last act and stuff with her and Jason going off on Jason, I actually kind of felt scared for Jason and stuff, which is really crazy. I actually kind of felt bad for him because she let him have it and everything, which was really awesome, though. And finally getting to see Jason go up against somebody that really gave him a challenge and everything. So I did like that about it, though. But yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.